something important happened. Something that means something on the internet. I better quickly make a video, quickly edit it, and quickly upload it to YouTube. Otherwise, people won't care in a week. So with that being said, some shit happened with Google. Roll the title.
Oppressing you, oppressing me, the pain of technology, no one is free.
So a man by the name of James Damore, who is a Google engineer apparently, what a surprise, a white cishet male in a position that makes a lot of money. Yeah, he got fired for being a piece of shit. And what do I mean by being a piece of shit? He had the wrong opinion. He wrote a paper of some sort. I don't know if it was like a little research project for like special points, a special bonus. I don't know. I'm not an engineer. I don't know that engineer stuff. But he wrote a paper, and it had some sexist bullshit in it that goes against the narrative of Marxism and feminism. You know, the correct opinion that you're supposed to have if you're not misogynistic piece of shit. Yeah, he did that, and he got fired. Thanks to my peeps, you know, the queer genders, the feminists, the liberals were all good, you know. We got him fired, and that's fucking awesome. We're winning, YouTube. We are winning, clearly. I know that the white cishet male is very powerful, but this is a step in the right direction. I make celebratory videos when things like this happen, and this is one of them. So I'm going to go ahead and have like I'm going to celebrate with the DAC, you know, have a little fun. It's still frozen. This was in my freezer for a long time, so we'll wait. So let's talk about why exactly that it's great that this engineer lost his job. Even if this James Damore guy wrote a paper entitled "Trans People Are Superior to Cisses, Black Lives Are the Most Important, and Feminism is the answer to all of our, you know, worries," or whatever, even if he wrote that paper, he's still trash, and it's good that he got fired. White men are never really allies. White men should use their positions of power to prop up minorities. So if this guy was an engineer and he wanted to have some opinions, he should have went out to the street and found himself a morbidly obese trans lady in a wheelchair and brought her up to his nice little desk and said, "Write your opinions. It is now Google's." That's the only way. And he didn't do that. So it's good that he got fired. It's double good because he didn't write that. He wrote some evolutionary psychology bullshit. And the thing that really sucks about that situation is, of course, the anti-SJW crowd is all up in arms and upset. Oh, freedom of speech. What he said wasn't that offensive. It doesn't matter. Look. It doesn't matter if what he said is true or not that offensive or not filled with hate. It's in contradiction to our narrative, and that's a problem. So yeah, with that being said, I just want to say that you're upset in any way, shape, or form about this whole firing of this guy that had the wrong opinion. You're a bigot. This is supposed to be a celebration. I'm supposed to be drinking. Let's see if it's less frozen. DAC's doing good. Alright, we're ready to party. Now, I know I'm not really supposed to be doing this, having like this open discussion and share of ideas, but I'm just going to entertain you fucking bigots and you fucking rationalists for 5 seconds here. Let's talk about why diversity quotas are a good thing in the eyes of the social justice Marxist. Diversity quotas help minorities, gender, racial, and sex minorities, jobs. How does it do this? By saying that you have to have a certain amount of each little color of, you know, people. That's good. Some people, those capitalistic people, say the best people should get the job. You know, ooh, he's the most qualified. He did the best on the test. He has the most degrees. They should get the job. They'll turn out the most profit. It's bullshit. Like I said, it's capitalism, and that's like literally the same thing as the Holocaust. It shouldn't be in the Marxist view, since everything is like redistributed or whatever, I guess. I don't know. I didn't really read the book because it's too much for me to read. But I read a little, you know, summation on the internet on some Tumblr, some 14-year-old who explained it very simply like this. Since the government is the one who redistributes everything, it technically doesn't matter who does what and how much profit a company turns because, like, you know, it's all filtered through the government and stuff like that. So if a person is like a shitty employee and they're doing a bad job, it doesn't matter because, you know, they're gonna get the money filtered for the government anyway, and profits and all that kind of stuff is just like in the past. We're in a post-profit society. We're in a perfectly social justice society ran by Karl Marx himself. We're going to resurrect him from the dead. We're going to put his bones together, sprinkle some new age shit dust on him, and resurrect him and let him run America. That'd be better than the Orange Man anyway. Some people say it's really infantizing to assume that people of minority classes are going to do a worse job than a cishet male. Well, let me explain something to you. They will do a worse job. You know why? Oppression. Institutionalized racism. Microaggressions. I like to throw buzzwords and not really explain my racist/sexist thoughts because that's what we're supposed to do. And if people say, explain that, then you just block them because, they're not, they're a part of the problem, right? The thing is because of racism, because of sexism, white people, the white cishet males' brains have literally expanded because with their oppression, they just sucked in all the souls of the oppressed minorities. And they were able to get superpowers. They're stronger, except for, like, sports. But, just don't pay attention to that part. I'll cut that out in post. Their brains, are larger. They have more information. That's why the white cishet male does a better job at stuff than the minorities. And all that oppression over all the years is what caused them to do worse. So, knowing that, that's terrible. That's like a bad movie plot. We need, like, Will Smith to come save the day or some shit. But yeah, but it is what it is. That's why we need to have diversity quotas. The mega brains of the cishet male. And I bet you didn't know that. I bet you didn't learn that in school. You didn't learn it, you know why? Because capitalism. That's why you didn't learn that. Donald Trump personally had it unprinted out of the books in the schools. But if you would have read the real books that Karl Marx wrote, the Communist Manifesto, we will hear about the cishet brains. It's there. It's in the back somewhere. I don't know. I guess. Like I said, I didn't read it myself, but I was told that it was there. Alright, so I went off on a tangent, and I apologize for that. I'm going to get back on track to this whole Google guy. Let's address another reason why what he said was shitty. Did we address any other reasons? Editor, did we? Oh, that's no one. Okay, let's talk about it anyway. Fuck it. I really don't like the cis-exism that is dabbled all over this fucking paper. Now, I didn't read the paper, but I heard other people who read it that, gave me the opinion that I'm supposed to have. And they said that he talks about there being biological differences between men and women. First of all, there is no biological difference between a man and a woman. A man and a woman are two social classes created by capitalism and patriarchy. There is no difference. Some people say, oh, well, a male is an adult person with a penis. Wrong! Take your transphobia, drop it into a fire. Because that has nothing to do with anything. That's all a lie created by the pharmaceutical industry in order to sell penis pills. Duh. Trans people are being murdered every single day. But you know what? They also have to worry about papers not being inclusive to the language that they prefer. So, check yourself at the fucking door. But yeah, so he was fired, he's garbage, we won, thank the Lord, right? I mean, not that I believe in God or anything, but thank Karl Marx, that's my God. Thank Stalin, he's also my God. They're like a double-jointed God thing up there in the sky. But yeah, if you think that I'm right, and you thought this was a great video, and you learned a bunch of stuff, you should go ahead and like it, and then you should do the subscribe thing, and just like send me a personal check in the mail, maybe like a gift card to Baskin Robin. I like ice cream. I prefer the ice cream to have alcohol in it. But, you could just send a bottle of vodka. I'll take that too. That's medicine for me. But yeah, that's it. So, yeah, fuck off.